future of Alailo Teso and Ateker Re Uganda is in the hands of the youth.
Maybe clarification. Lomneti groupun lo ikany from different places.
Different directions.
Different directions. Anu boy telekari, lo telekari o serere.
Edumune epikipiki.
Lo telekari o palisada.
Epikipiki.
So epikipiki ni kanye just.
Ikanye ngulu tetiak brand new.
Okay, the same to number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5.
Yes.
Okay.
Munu kere just temurukita ida sek. Temukita is sek just munu. Ileto kwa munu. Ni uneti keso spedi aneo sports ground. Ujengi ni bore kere. Osodi mulu chakuteti galin jasinya mata kechitemo kitai. They have food. So when they get together here, they will have to have food. Even along the way, Potekesi, Nyamitos ambulances. Just ambulance in Nyamitos Tungalu. Kere anyun, each direction, jam, daughter itemokin ambulances. Ejeni engede waya. Arai dumuni eteregega. Muscle pool.
Yes.
Ngunu ya ambulance temono kinete boy kitoto ambulance bangar te temono kinete jok mukete jok ya glucose ya sakipi all along the way ngunu kere temono kite jok so jasi police in Nyamitos anyona boy chono kere jasi police in Nyamitos I check on a galina we have people who are escorting them. So koranga tumunaka wadika unoske the sports officers otoma boys anu kere sports officers in each district area wadika unos idada utu da utukesa ijauno alailo when they are received from sports ground they will now be taken back nare mamebo jago gongi chake gali abongora ore naparo joko nakede koni temokino amotokana fusos anwanya kadwe ponto salailo okumi be ponto songora be ponto salailo obukedea temono kitainyo amoto kan fuso sanyo karikesi be ponto salailo opalisa ngudi nyakaro kedenyo kede afuso alailo ochor mongin osod ngunde ponto salailo alaila bermaido Kalaki, ngundi nyakaro kera motokan. So every area alla weponteza lailo serer, they will all be returned with the trucks that will take them back. So there will be registration forms that they now can start picking. Those registration forms are in a common area. Also the korekisa jeno biwadi kaite kesi, ejidi operate, they what you call a non-disclaimer. Nara sports ejid bore takaluna ne joy chakije gali mam losi brai checking aje jok ara mam ji jay jok mam chama kino jok alomaro olaganolo the doctors will examine you properly but also there will be a disclaimer to say if anything happens to you because you joined voluntarily the organization or those who are organizing the event are not responsible. Ibore ni areta ya utungo. Ngesate marebe, kailo zona dumu ni pejokolo. Ina ati ete ingo alosungo kumi. Akerebi anda bongunu ngaleilo alomunungo serere. Anjinge town, mambe town ilai. Alomunungo Kampala, mambe town ilai. Erimore nga boy shono kere, mambe town ilai. Ngesate marebe, akotongo Ikolona raring a member of parliament, a young Molope, Mamunga Jay politics, Mabura Kotomo politics, and Araquanamo Papa advisor. Konye Orenge Sore, I have seen the city. We are now at city level. When I was a member of parliament, Soret was the cleanest. Now, I used to call it even a city. I had a prophecy that it was going to be a city, and it came to pass. True. It is now a city. You remember that time I never used to call Soroti a municipality. I said Soroti city. Because it was the cleanest metropolis, not only in Uganda, but the whole of East and Central Africa. Soroti was the cleanest in East and Central Africa for 7 years consecutive. A member of parliament, Keshida, Engolo Polo, every year voted to be the smartest in Uganda by New Vision. And so, being clean myself, the city also being clean, and so on and so forth. So I called the RCC this morning, and I also called my brother, the mayor, Soroti City, Mr. Dogu. So ringana makina triemuna kedeja ketomer alailo okumi the leaders meeting. Engobe onacho mer, let me help you a bit to clean the city. And personally, I also want to help Ijopape Mayor Jakete Dogu and the RCC. Atalaute city oko. And I want to say that we have started work. Anyuna lailo ilo munja laida jeep laije kwap ngina lo sijo Mbale Road. Television. Neni kwana, we have started painting black and white. Suitable town lo London. Lo marijo London, lo marijo Dubai, lo marijo Beijing, lo marijo Tokyo. The city is always got black and white on what you call the pavers on the side. So the town Kotonoki. So the whole town, the city, I'm going to do my best if time allows, and money also, if I get a bit of money, I do some more. I will now be able to do the paving, painting, the whole city. Two, I'm going to try to do my best to clean the sides of the roads because of the lorries which are coming from very far, from Mombasa, coming from South Sudan, from some coming from parts of Congo, some coming from Lira, Gulu, and so on, some coming from the villages which are dusted. There's a lot of dust. We're going to clean the many parts of the city. Then I have also seen behind the shops, extremely very dirty. There's a lot of garbage. So we are going to hire a lot of trucks, tippers, working with the prisoners starting from tomorrow, and volunteers for the next 5 days or so, 7 days, 5 days, to clean the city. Every day, we're going to clean the city every day. Then we're also going to do planting of along the line of the islands of the high street, especially Quarry Road, the main road there. We're going to plant new plants. The ones I've seen that were being cut, that's what I planted when I was a member of parliament here. I've seen them cut, it looks very ugly. We want to plant new ones so that the city looks beautiful. I've also seen our people, some selling along the garden, Independence Gardens. Those monuments will also be painted. We're also going to cut grass in the open fields there, where people are going to be seated in near the sports ground. All those open areas, we're going to cut grass. And the tractors, we've gotten some tractors that are going to cut grass. And mowers, we're going to have many mowers in town tomorrow for the next 5 days to cut the grass in the city. Even the anthills which are in the city, those will be cut. We're going to do fumigation to make sure that many parts of the city are fumigated. Drainages, we're going to open drainages. I want to make sure that the town, the city is drained. I will also ask our brothers and sisters in the markets to clean within their areas so that the markets, both the loading area, dry food market, and this one of fresh food markets are also cleaned up properly. I will also want to make sure that I meet the borders so that if possible, they can get reflector jackets with their names and numbers. So we want to get reflector jackets so that borders are identified by their stages. And if possible, we identify common stages. Not everywhere should be a stage. We want to avoid the area of people selling on the streets, Bogoya, Memvu, and so on. I will talk to enforcement, the police, talk to, and persuade the people. Why don't these people get markets where they can sell Nakatonya, in Pamba. The markets which are there, they can go there and sell from there. But let's avoid the streets first. Let's our visitors find the city looking like a city. You cannot have 5 presidents and the city looks like we are far behind. Street lighting at night. We're working with Umeme to make sure that the street lights in the city are lit. Coming from Opuyo, Alailo Opuyo television, the solar lights are doing very well. All the way from Kamswahili down there to Chopi, that side, Teso College, coming this way, that place, we're going to work with Mosa Ichweru to make sure that that area is also lit. The road towards Nakatunya, that place should also be lit. Let's do repairs of some of the potholes which are in the city. We'll get tippers to dump so that, like Lale Road, there are many potholes in Lale Road when you're going to my place there. Even with the 4-wheel drive that I have, you find it difficult to navigate. So if I get one of the heads of state coming and saying they want to come and visit me at home, I would be embarrassed to see those potholes. And yet I am a responsible leader, national vice chairman of NRM. Now I'm hosting the president. The president is in our city. But really, you, my people, communicate
your message across Eastern Uganda or a companion to inform and entertain you all day long. 88.4 Vote FM is your ultimate choice. Tune in every Monday to Friday and listen to cool programs such as Ewala from 4 to 6 a.m., Yoga Kwenyun from 6 to 10 a.m., Wanijogo from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., The Sports Wave from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Elimunober from 3 to 7 p.m. Eburilo Yemuto from 7 to 8 p.m. Eupa from 8 to 9 p.m. The Night Lockdown from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. We cover all districts across Eastern Uganda. We are located on Plot 32, Haridas Road, in the heart of Soroti City. For inquiries, call 03.
That's how a city works, like London. Like Turkey, if you go to most of the metropolis, the cities are open and clear. You don't sell things on the road like a market. How can you make your shop outside a market? If you want to display mattresses, display them inside your shops. People will come and visit them. I've also seen trucks on Jumabai Road parking wrongly. That should not happen. Buses parking wrongly. That should not happen. I want really to see that we try to find ways and means, even people selling fresh food or food on the highways, that should be avoided. I want really to work with the RCC, with the police and enforcement to make sure that people follow the rules and regulations, the laws of this country, to see that informal trade, Aisubusa Taitai, Omamaipi Maiboro, is not done irregularly. We want to make sure that even the trucks, the tippers, they do things properly, even the taxis, the things like the buses. Let buses be in the bus park the way it used to be in the old days and many parts of the world. Kenya, if you went to Kenya, if you went to Kigali, these councillors who are listening to me, you have done benchmarking. Why do we allow cities like Fort Portal to be cleaner than ours? Gulu to be cleaner than ours? Even Mbale now is starting to transform. So my point is, and which is on the second point, is to request you Ateker Re-union Etala Utoke town. We only have one sitting room. A sitting room oko the John ilipoga roni bala Ateker Re-union Teso, Soroti City. I want therefore to say that na abura na mambo ikini politics toma. This is not about politics. Politics, the time for politics will come. And I've not talked any politics here. I want us to work collectively. Achelasi, kunya jasi, borikoto nemuria uliai. And that's why I want to really take this opportunity at Temari Bay, I think now that we are here, let's find ways and means of making this city Soroti one of the best in the country. Now, people, as we prepare the city and it becomes good, many of our people who are in Kampala will come in and enjoy Christmas in a city that is that looks good, and you'll earn more money. We now have a very beautiful market, one of the best markets in the country. We have a dry ratio market. We have streets. We have the university. We have the flying school. We have a new airport. Now we even have discovered oil. Oil has been discovered here. Very soon, all these roads, once oil is, the blocks are located and they are discovered to be in large quantities, which I expect it to be, we will be like Bunyoro with what you call the oil roads. These oil roads will be, almost every area will have tarmac. If you go to Bunyoro now, every area you turn in any village, there is tarmac. Bunyoro now has got a brand new international airport. They have got an international stadium to the level of Nambole. And you'll see that even some of the matches that are going to be played in Sekafa are going to be in Bunyoro because of the international airport. If we work very well, we can also transform and ask government over time to improve the stadium in Soroti, and it becomes to the international level with good parking, because you cannot have a stadium without parking. So what am I saying? My appeal to the population is that all schools, all primary schools, secondary schools, and so on, my request is to you to keep the city clean. We are going to put anybody who can collect enough kavera in town. Omautu kavera, you collect kavera. Put them in sacks, we shall buy kavera from you. You collect kavera, bring them in kilos, or you, the students. That will give you school books. That will give you pocket money. Some of you will even earn money if you collect enough kavera. You can even earn enough money to buy a new phone. You can earn enough money to buy you clothes for Christmas and New Year. You can buy money to buy shoes. So I don't want you, wherever you see kavera, declare kavera your enemy. Just collect kavera, get a sack, bring it, we weigh, we pay you cash. We pay you cash for kavera, cash.
After collecting, where do they take them?
We are going to arrange on Saturday at Arrow Square in the morning. They will come there, there will be a weighing scale, and we buy kavera and put them on tippers. We have here Asante trucks, our tippers.
Yes.
You buy, they load on Asante truck. They buy, they load on a tipper. They buy, we load on a tipper. So we are going to make sure that we collect as much kavera as you can. If you see kavera anywhere, just bring it. We'll buy in sacks. And I also want to say that this will be a common and joint effort. My thinking is that if we continue and declare war on kavera, and we do this often, all the time, this Soroti city will be the cleanest again in a very short time. You will see the city change in the next 5 days. You think it's just a joke. You will see in the next 5 days, Soroti is going to change, and it's going to be a very beautiful city. We're going to be very persuasive with many people. We're going to talk to them, be very persuasive with the people. We're going to persuade them to try to give them an alternative direction so that they leave the pathways, the walkways clean. We're going to persuade the border borders not to park near the roads. Let them park in convenient areas, and we're going to mark all the stages so that the city will find it easier to say stage 1 to stage 50. Stage 50 will be wherever they want to do, so that the border borders themselves will gazette And each stage will have possibly its color and number, so that if you're coming from stage 1, you'll have what you call a reflector jacket that will be numbered. And we also urge the boarders to have helmets. That's the law, but you're not enforcing the law. Let's make sure that anybody who is riding border, don't ride without a helmet. Helmets, these borders, if you go to Mulago now, you will see that one of the wards in Mulago has been declared a border ward. You will see people with cracked brains, cracked skulls, broken limbs, broken arms, injured badly because of borders. People just discarding the law and not wearing helmets. Doja biror kede boda ara nanga kin kede motoka doja dum ni injare na period dekis for a long time. And the bekwana boda is written off. You are also almost written off. You are now lame. You are completely disabled, some of the people. My appeal to Ateker Re, I'm going to sit with Ateker Re to work and see that we now number all these stages. Every place should not be a border stage. No, that is wrong. I think let's go back to the order, and the elections of the leaders should be there, so that when we have visitors, you know which number of the border took you, and you know where to pick the border from. Even special hire taxis should be numbered. These special hire taxis should not be numberless. We can get stickers and stick them and say, this is special hire, and give them a color and a sticker, so that when you move, people know that that's a taxi. In some countries in Europe, the taxi is put on top with the light. But here, since our people cannot afford, and you have a vehicle which is a taxi, you put a sticker on the side. Those we can get. Then if it is a tipper for hire, we also put tipper for hire. And if it is fuso for hire, or a truck for hire, we also put that. So the taxis are already known. The buses are already known. The only problem is now these lower transport units. That's why we need to work out. I also want to think that some of the shops need to have dustbins. So I will ask every LC1, and I'm going to meet the chairperson's LC1, in the CBD, Central Business District, all the chairpersons LC1 in the city, you make sure that if you have a shop, have a place where you have a dustbin, and also have a toilet which is working. You can't have a shop, you can't have an eating place without a toilet. To help themselves in a place which is very uncomfortable. I think this should be areas where the health inspectors come in. We are going to work with the environment to make sure that we plant ornamental trees. We are going to beautify the city generally. So what am I saying? I want to appeal to you to take note of the bicycle race, the Ateker Re-union Bicycle race on the 23rd November in the morning. The time will be announced, the timing, the registration and the competitors will be announced. So that will be made and cleared. Then number 2 is Cape Sorority Clean exercise, which is going to commence tomorrow very early. Today we have commenced Itete Sajip Lobnetos of town. You will see people, young people painting. We're going to cover looking like covering the whole town. And you are going to have a changed city in the next 5 days. I want to appeal to my Lord Mayor, the Mayor Sorority City, and the town clerk, the city clerk, and the division town clerks, the Mayor East and West, Jakato Mayor and his brother in the West, and all the LCs, councillors. Let's work together. Let's make sure that this effort pays us, because when you're walking in the town, you are not going to display yourself as a Catholic, as a Protestant, as a Muslim, as a Muganda, as a Mugisu, as a Kumam, as an Etesot. We are all Ugandans enjoying an ambience, a beautiful ambience. And that's why I want to say that Ateker Re-union town, those who are in the town, I want you to work very, very hard to start cleaning wherever you are. And I've also made an announcement to say that on Saturday in the morning, there will be a team that will be buying Kavera at the Arrow Square in the morning, starting from 8. I appeal to everybody who wants to earn money, who wants to earn, to get cash, to prepare for Christmas. You just collect Kavera, just Kavera, and polythene bags in a sack. Bring and I'll wait, they will be weighed and paid cash. So my message to you, before I take a few questions, is to say that this is what brings me today to the studio to communicate to you. I want now to ask those who may have a few questions before you close up to call in, and then I will answer.
Yes, maybe before I call in, there is an estimated 400 street children in Soroti City. They have existed before the coming of a walk, and they are a disturbance to this town. Now that the visitors are coming, what are we going to do about these children?
There will be an operation. We will do that. I don't want to discuss it in deepness, in detail, but we cannot allow instability, insecurity, or walk in the town. We want to ensure that the place is measured.
Okay, thank you. Iro angaros kwa na line enoti kanyare noti diope kanyauni wongon enoti yare kide diope araibwe noti kanyare yare kanyangon wongon kanyapi yare kide kanyauni nomjoda iro ingita ingisete kon apkorosi line kopokwana ido perol bojo joku na SMS da noti kanyare ikanyape enoti ikanyari kanyangon iuni kanyauni 0760229398 ilo ikeunu jodao misho. Voice of Teso, hello.
Hello.
Yes.
This is Matthew from Kapchorwa.
Matthew from Kapchorwa.
Yeah. Well done for the system studio there.
Thank you.
Now I was hearing about the program there in the radio station.
Yes.
Now I was asking about the star was talking about those people selling their things in street. I think those people that are for the survivors, I've not agreed with those people that get them to somewhere, because I know the things which they are selling in the village, in the things there, they are for the quickly for survival only. So I was questioning the star that at least let them build some market for those people.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, my brother. The markets already exist. It's just relocating to that place. Yes, the designated places. Nomujo de Simu, Voice of Teso, hello.
Hello.
Yes, Yoga. Ekirorka nomutor je Simu.
James.
Yes, James, Saibonen. Mukura, Ibalajai.
Uno kana atso ni kamota Ateker. Aloto beche generalo amuna muta borno ya utuka kero muno ke ne ponto repe. Umura kona pa kine.
Okay. Okay, bongoin kwa ngesi keuti ngesi James ngon from Mukura balangesi be akiro ni kamara ke Ateker. Aloto be generalo chi amuna ichwer. Dora akiro ngone kwa ikinai. Voice of Teso, hello.
No.
Yoga.
Jokuna no yawo.
Jokuna ai boy ne ndor yesimu kere kon kiror.
Ja ne kurka fere yo diski.
Yes, akiror ngai. Atakai akade airtime konye peror jabongun otomo namba enoti kanyare kanyari yari kanyangon wongon kanyangon kanyape yare kede kanyauni bongundo jo asotero na ruchokin jok preya bongun so di preya nomo lo Airtel dangon noti kanyare noti diope kanyaun wongon noti yare kede diope asodo na ruchokin jok so di preya jokuno SMS da asotero na ruchokini owailo SMS also, July Keona Kona Misho. Voice of Teso, hello?
Yes, Voice of Teso. This is Abraham from Kampala. I'm listening online.
Yes, Abraham from Kampala.
My question to Captain Mike is concerning PDM of the president.
Yes.
What other solutions do we have apart from agriculture? I was suggesting things like urbanization. We look at urbanization, ways of expanding the city. The one just look at the very big potential of expanding big cities. Examples are praising Lira, Gulu.
Yes.
That's a lot of. So I was suggesting if we could divide some of these empty plots like the old bus stop, where can extend places to other places, to other parts outside city.
Yalamanoi. Yes, the numbers are still open. Iperojenai nomun asoto na ruchokin. And then thanks for the show. I was kindly requesting that Flight Captain Mike Mukula helps us and comes back for only one term to just make the town a better town. It's a request. Okay, George Ngon from Nakatunya. George from Nakatunya, a giro kirorikon, adaokolongesa jalaina kirongun, kwanake swamngesa itutuor tungaro no beitai tupinon tono. And then baleja kait loebe dobodo luo soroti, mam kese beitai chakigalin, aibegeu nataringun. Yes. Baleja kait ingiste kait ngon be soroti kapana ingiste chakuni gali doro kwana abo isono ege onata lo soroti
records se unete ne kotesta lo sit among the 5 groups.
Yes,
eperekesi ara lo site fika salama palisa ara iserere ara leilo katakwi Arabir Maido. Wherever they want, they will be registered and taken there. Then they can come in and they will be seen. So there will be an opportunity for them to ride around.
Okay. Echaetangon, pero kwanaro ya ruchokini kere abo isaka nyengon. Voice of Teso, hello.
Hi.
Yes, yoga.
Serere
nen.
Akora bana jina na meja papa Mike Mukula. Abubuwan senera kone kampuso be tukote tunga papula be yaunja square na kajaki. Yabe yedi.
Okay.
And then yare kini.
Yes.
Akona jina meja bobo akone kama na rakere lagano. Igani bole
Atakai akopordo bongesa koporbala airtime koye ingisti ngesi adaonga misiki na kengi sete balangese be apapula ingune tukoto kesi ayaunu laji aro square e kilo ebuni agweli kapundi sore ingisti bongese be igali bolwe pone ale kotoi arabu bunges kereke sports by karabu bunges kereke galo apolon
Bay buna achamanari do they were going to announce already agari moi konya kota alimuni be it will be paid cash bogori ke kon kapun cash o jaso sawo mame baja o sabit agari moi puna limono already o sikere lo teso lo jaso town in city o sodi konyete igalin per jabune reke de kon gari lo I ara sports ari boy kini jerale ari boy kini jo hero egali koto jo kere jenjo be kere jok boy kijo to moloto jo lagano lelo muni lailo ekeri pilito e jok jeke piki ne darta ngesi so koto limokire be idumuja koni piki ikore ja gwelari jo sango pongono dumuji milioni koni kan so boy kita igalin lu boy kita nearly 5 million. How much is a boda now?
5.6.
So ilobongori korja gulara nenda gulara jone panen. Naire ja ukirori koni. Dumunjo 5.6. Ulosi jagula kuni kine, ara gula kuni kokore, ara gerjo, ara ngone startup. Mamji de periti kapulu dumunijo, de periti miogada, de periti dumunijo toma OPDM da. Cash, perja dumuna nepanen.
Yes. Abongo ini jo kwangen iro kwela ini ngara kwana inomo breji line lo ngese suti bala cha network noti kanyare noti diope kanyauni wongon noti yari kede diope ngesi cha network ake jok subitela go bala kota jangana kina neni chie konye ngoni kwana ngesi cha inomu joda asote joda keuna kona omisho. Voice of Teso, hello. Ataka mambi pingai biping nomber ja nomun tetron iru jokin. Voice of Teso, hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Nimefurahi sana. Nilikuwa namwambia mkubwa yetu mwenye iko kwa studio hapo. Ameongea maneno mwenye iko mzuri kabisa, siko nasikia kwa pamba panda hii. Sasa nilikuwa namwambia ameongea maneno mingi sana, lakini yote iko ile safi.
Ndio.
Nilikuwa naomba at least watu mwenye iko duka zote alisema atieta weka vitu za takataka hizo kasasiro zote at least nilikuwa naomba hawa at least alete kila kitu yote awekaga kwa duka hiyo, alafu waweke order ati chafu zote inafaa kuanga hapa, alafu wana recruit watu wengine wenye wanachunganga vitu hiyo kuwa chafu, kila chafu yote akuwa hapo ndani. Asante.
Okay, asanteni sana. Nera ngesi akironi kamanara kede Aisha lamikiti jo anuna arai akirono aite monokini duka yo jabo ishonu ebuko no kinwaga si shala mikiti ngesi no dodo yata kenti ngesi boni be oro patana ati do kwa na recruiting ay tonga da lu direct borungun teterlele bunosi agasi duka yi uji aunu ne yangara abukor tetere taunu mami poka. Voice of Teso, hello.
Hello Yoga. Yoga kidi James Kumi.
Yes, James Bond.
Mbala James Kumi.
Yes, James Lokumi.
Warigelo asome kolas Lokumi la behengara akasere.
Okay. Be worboy geunere asome gudo lo ongora abeare serere.
Amiti by rotary nyoni riso matalwe jok. E perero tongone agiari by April. And I think that if the companies are good, if they give it to Arab contractors, Mamiyanga Pakine Nelwana, maybe 18 months to 2 years. I don't know how long it will be. Konye to be a first-class road. Anyono Kumi, Ngora, Brooks, over Lailo, Agu, Brooks Corner, Serere, Kideto, Kalomar Tonai, Tony Aguara. Doko nyete phase 2, Rana Nyono Pingire, Alomni Serere, Atirir, Alomno Modo Ineni, Tony Soroti. Phase 2.
Okay. Akoronga jaunu kanai. Simu beche. Voice of Teso, hello. Yes, Voice of Teso. Kewe Poroto. Yes, Francis. Okay, mame kon network jae joko o moberjo ne sipore network doja itemna nomun nara etiona pupunu na kon kiro o moberjo ne sipore network doja itemna nomun. Voice of Teso, hello.
Hello.
Yes. Yoga.
Nazo kidi kokasa alito.
Yes, Caucus.
Nuna kwa rado, baka ebe ikurecha kigari, kurudia ID. Bilo kare mmenga ID. Etozo mwenye pole na robie.
Be puputi ngesi ebe koto tungalu epote chake gali ujatara national IDs. Dodo kwa na ngesi lo mamia ID kwa ikinaye.
Wadika unete kesi kui. Nare jeni sobe jasi lui puma mejaske the national ID. Konye it is important tere patana ujaya reference lo prayer recommending ngesi ujaske the national ID. Nare du ngesa kanga soroto dodo koto jitu ede patana ino market be mutane ID na mutane opatana genuine.
Okay.
So yeah, reference.
Okay. So yo le mame ID odumdo yo le ID le bunatema rube jeningesi jo
recommendation.
Ara elosi wani kone pere wari kaikin je balua ba jenenge jaka itilo raila tutubeteka. Voice of Teso, hello.
Hello.
Hello, Voice of Teso.
Yoga noi.
Yoga.
Okelo noi la nyara.
Yes, Okelo.
Okelo na shalam kina program noi.
Yalama.
Nya mamsa mora na iteso bere kwa mali nga ngara papa Mike Mukula noi.
Eba. Okay, yalama noi. Bala bonge inspiration si Teso joke program lo no layout Captain Mike dodo bi Teso mamsa morki kina kes minas bote mas benga ngata Mike bala ngesi kwa ngi
mangata I go
benga mere bai go benga ngata esi swama iboro pone angon
jenja Yesu apotetu ngiche kwa ikisai
obila ise potet
sira ibubuki nai omsalaba Ibore Paul ngesaje ne bini swama ije kuto chaite. So long as my conscience is clear, then swama ngano ngara kina tekera. Bunge swama kedi Musa kedi nacha niche. Potatwa kia site so kwa tatakai sa ngona anu anya kuna ijama malailo Teso kede konye. I have got no regrets. Bunge tolo mu ai monye na Ateker na Teso anu ademari karamoji mudun. That has come to pass. So na kwa na anuaita laune town. Kedai ona itebuno kina imoriki kina ya ona imoriki kina. Mom, I've got no regrets. Swama tani pepe itunga arala subani tei. For me, akota ngani be swama ngonuka adaungo unless they say automobile there is time for everything. Akota kwanango otoma swama na teingo eke uteja utenelo itunga ka iswama kwa ne president. Anoje itunga kwa na ijela dange sager. Ano nyakuni aje kinitunga aibara na gera kolongesi je ano nyakuna ijama man lailo Uganda luipo mtose be mamepedori na pakini Uganda nyoni north to south, east to the west, and he is now exporting peace to countries like Somalia, South Sudan, Central African Republic, DRC Congo ikara moja de maribudun iche tugaluipo mtose be sabi Icheda bakasi be butu mse bana demanari adema kinite sanyo alupok no mame inchara de dope demartai kwana bungesi ani be kotetu ga ibar iche itete bo mtu zibe mmetaka nunete you watch this space pote sanyo ne juli jileto ngaren na rikapululu 1.1 trillion rikapululu ipuno ido yeso ngolikaru ekoto kwana ngesi tunga ikeuno soto mokalia. That's the most important.
Yes, hejau to the simulo awasia asoda nyakunu sota ngeta na okay program. Voice of Teso, hello.
Alma bere fa program won.
Yes.
Da bon George William lo.
Yes, George William, ai bonen.
Pamba ne.
Yes.
Keni ya kwapuna iso da bere pogar kere Mukula noi.
Eba.
Na tede ke jakati kone nerlo ngara kina Ateker. Esa gera ina kini ready ataka no Otesa ni wana ni nera ngunda kantu tu abala wa boli ya gera painting akwa etweni tema ku ajoka kwa ne kodo na mare de ke ke Teso asala kinga roda bonjo jula yana Mukula ni so ma jo no da bonjo julia mulo sirenge de ke jo no kila so mfine kon
alaman noi. Yes, lo ja SMS lo ju kuteja kait lo kote clarification. Ebalabe Moses Musa, are they going to transport people from their district on the 26th, 28th, Bosco Law or Akolodongo? And why is Tororo not in the race? Ingesteja kait ngon kwangin.
Elwana Tororo. Ingedasi tungitaona. Bori hiporo. Elwana ngina noi. Ai chaku de gala ngina mokache chati boy kino ni chati opatana orai chati relay kure chaku ne gali otororo toni kap toni soroti mame Elwana pepa Elwana ngina noi konya meeting obe ages berani kopana dodo mokache pena jeki lotoro daichi soma autumun nare lo kwani boy kijo tororo ngiset lo Kenya dobodo so momsi prai chaku ligiset lo kar moja dabe dobodo so so the quota chakuni guaranteed. So ibara obitu go be a gas kede what you call reasonable areas. Ido according to the Bajaj price number 1 ikan was called second winner cash millionaire cash automa direction kuni kan ngasa tabarbe 2 million times 5 is 10 million 2 year cash. Number 3 1 million cash, that means 5 million. Also konyete 4-5 attacking kwa smartphones smartphones tete de jodi bongoro chalo pata ujaijo da TikTok ujaijo da WhatsApp ngunde jasi ngunda also di igalin ordinary chamakitai under sports bicycle chamakitai ikaru 18 to 45 iperi alomare irajo 60 mamisi chamakini jo na record jo lopa mieda kidunga ne jaiso mamisi chamakini jo ibujo itabari sobe mampa pa boy kidijo ne na pari so joke na motoka konye ikara kese kanyape ubujo mam also the kotoji signing a consent declaration forms jasa forms uje kino January signing tetere you are all protected. Registration is ongoing. District sports officers, every district headquarters will autotesting na sports officers. Dakota na LPSC, wodikati number wa sports officers. Opata netunga alo stingina wodikaun. Dodo sa napari tunga nyuna kai kapelebiong amuria angari toni ochormongin. Dodo napu niche pote munde riamuno sakai alailo oloala epote. Dodo lueje uneto ngora alailo kumena pata munda na partunai fika salama. Sodo ba nyakari kesine pontotore. Pali sada kopaen. Ngasi balaribe isu amanu buno na swamo buno na ikeuni jarutene la sports alailo teso. Do idaoni kati kwa nigali ndo mokacha gea sipoli gero ni mopiran. Ekoro kwa naona dubune timu okolo wa Laila Ateker. Ara Ateker FC, ara idubuno ni Aro FC. Ekoro na dubune timu lo okolo Ateker. Ite kwa najo luwalailo Western jeskede ondo paraka. Ijoni kede Lailo Bugande jeskede itimu nidi bali wongon. Ijai etimu la lobore. KCC, SV Villa, Express, wanji tibuli mongun. Oso Lailo da wanji tibuli boykita ilu ajore.
Yes, the military FC. Just URA FC. Itibu koropa no da domu lok. Upata nunguna angare National League. Ibo ikoni moriki kina Teker. Nisabala ngokwa na tumuna kibo ikoni a sports team. Eoni lempira. Bunja jibe pete nguna lo setoni. Upata na adomu ni atumuna na pesete mpira ne ulomati timu kate Arsenal. Man U. Peta lomar lailo utimu alailo Dubai. Utimu pesete mpira na lailo Otake. Germany, France. So idumoni, the only problem is that mamo ni moriki kida. Ibore kona kotongo yesona imoriki kida dumu te tibe dope nera te poroto dope achela sinyo ajasi. Dono radio na ni mayo ni timu lokinga dobo dolu okani. Mamone team agero na iduke team agere kede ijai toba o National League. Je kono kede stadium leje ibukadea. Stadium ngoni raile follow no ipora bweki ngono rai ngoni official stadium lo oni Ateker arai Aro FC. Ojai home ground o korai bukadea etebore stadium le dukitani honorable Anita Bong. That will be our home ground. Inga pera tupaki no Uganda. Ejeske de ebori katamon. So we have everything ebori koto kanoni ngesai mori kikina Ateker. That's what we are doing now. Sakura shalamiki na sikere dupupete radio lo. Ejidio bore I will be available. Buno na swamu keda Ateker mori kikina. Engeta kini akoto na jula kide town site o. Around le site. Jeko ni Museveni city.
Let's make this the cleanest city in East and Central Africa again. It can be done. Yes, we can. And I want us to work very hard. Oma mitunga ara hotel ujemaitos. The only problem is no, there are markets where you can go and sell from. Don't sell bogoya in the middle of the city. Fresh food is sold in the market. Memvu is sold in the market. Now there are some people I see now inside a public garden, Independence Square, starting to sell there. Very soon it can become a market. How do you remove them? That they are now also fighting. Let's use the Gazette. There is Mamji Pedori, Kwananeni. Let's make sure that everything is done properly, like other cities where there is order. Let people not use their disabilities or their challenges. I know they want to make a living, but when they say you cannot put a bar in the streets of Soroti, there are bars where you can sell beer. There is a restaurant where you can sell and license properly. There are churches and mosques where you go and pray. You cannot just pray in the middle of the road, because if you go and pray in the middle of the road, what about the trailers? That's why you say you cannot do it the way you want. There is what you call an urban gazetted norm. Urban gazetted norm. Namna ambayo unafanya mambo katika mji yoyote. Ukienda upande ya Dar es Salaam, vile itakuwepo. Ukienda mji ya Kigali itakuwepo. Ukienda Bujumbura, ukienda Dubai, ukienda nchi yoyote, kuna usimamo ambayo iko ndani. Jeje yote ego title etoduti ago title esite. Ngezi kotoni anyi be mamo ni munari ekoto simo wa munari lukecho munasi. Kojoni a sitting room ok etalautu Soroti city ora a city ipuno ni kere and we are proud of it. Buna na julakin the buna swamke de nachana kanachan we just for town. And I want to get your cooperation. Let's work together. Buna na julakin a town. In the next 5 days, you watch this space. You're going to see tremendous changes in the city. I thank you.
Yes, Yalama Noya Ateker, Ido Araingon Flight Captain Dr. Mike Mukula, the National Vice Chairperson of the NRM Party in Eastern Uganda. Ido Kwangin, Kura Shalamiki Nesulu Pupete,
960-687, 88.4, Voice of Teso FM, the people's choice. Are you in search for the media to communicate your message across Eastern Uganda, or a companion to inform and entertain you all day long? 88.4 Vote FM is your ultimate choice. Tune in every Monday to Friday and listen to cool programs such as Ewala from 4 to 6 a.m., Yoga Kwenyun from 6 to 10 a.m., Wanijogo from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., The Sports Wave from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Elimunober from 3 to 7 p.m. Eburilo Yemuto from 7 to 8 p.m. Eupa from 8 to 9 p.m. The Night Lockdown from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. We cover all districts across Eastern Uganda. We are located on Plot 32, Haridas Road, in the heart of Soroti City. For inquiries, call 0392 960 687 88.4 Voice of Teso FM, the people's choice. Are you in search for the media to communicate your message across Eastern Uganda, or a companion to inform and entertain you all day long? 88.4 Vote FM is your ultimate choice. Tune in every Monday to Friday and listen to cool programs such as Ewala from 4 to 6 a.m., Yoga Kwenyun from 6 to 10 a.m., Wanijogo from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., The Sports Wave from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Elimunober from 3 to 7 p.m. Eburilo Yemuto from 7 to 8 p.m. Eupa from 8 to 9 p.m. The Night Lockdown from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. We cover all districts across Eastern Uganda. We are located on Plot 32, Haridas Road, in the heart of Soroti City. For inquiries, call 0392 960 687 88.4 Voice of Teso FM, the people's choice.